Hey everybody, it is Brendo GT, or I kind of have to change that now. It's now Brendo ST. Those who don't know, I ended up trading the Dart in just recently for a brand new 2016 Ford Focus ST. It was a tough decision. I loved my Dart, but it didn't provide the entertainment and power, and obviously it was an automatic, and this one's a manual only. I'm not that good at driving manual. I'm still learning, but I haven't done horrible yet. This car's a lot of fun and has a lot of power for, feeling. Obviously, it's, they say it's 252. That's not a huge amount of power. There's definitely faster cars out there. But for the price range, for the amount of money you spend per horsepower, this car it does really well. My last video, I was with Tim, and we were talking about what we were going to do to the future of our cars, and I had a whole bunch of plans for the Dart, and I even have parts still for the Dart, even though I traded it in for this. So I'll be getting rid of those eventually, hopefully, and try to make some money back because they were never installed. They're all brand new. But what are you gonna do? This car is so much easier to mod. It, you can go to many different websites, Cobb Tuning, or a couple others out there. They all make parts for this car. The Dart didn't really have anything. What it had for the NA motor was junk. They had a couple intakes and a pulley. There was nothing really significant you could do to that car to make it fast and awesome like it should have been. It was a really nice car, had a great interior, very well refined, but it just didn't have the power, the kick that I'm looking for in a car modding society. All my friends, they drive fast cars, they all drive nice cars. I had a nice car, but it wasn't fast. It couldn't keep up with the group. This one still can't keep up with the group because they're in like 400 horsepower range with Tim's BMW and stuff like that, but I at least have the taste. I have a taste of what it's like to drive a fast car. Plans for this thing, there's so many things I can do. To start off with, probably just gonna pick up an access port from Cobb. It's the quickest, cheapest, well, not the cheapest, it's the most initial power gain you can get, I believe, for the buck. And then obviously I can do other things later on. Intake is definitely a priority list. Exhaust, I've been listening to many different exhausts. It's a really tough one to make a decision on because price is a factor, and also performance. When I was looking at them, the one I like the most, it's also probably the most expensive, is the Borla exhaust. Everyone I listened to, Borla had the best sound for my ear. Other people could beg to differ. I personally liked it over all the others that I've listened to. That doesn't mean I'm going to obviously go with that one. It's $800, and that's money I don't usually have around to spend. But we'll see. We'll see what goes on from there. I only did get the ST1 car. Once again, money was a factor. I couldn't afford the higher model because of the increased price. So I went with the ST1, and it's basic. You get the engine, the power, that's it. You don't have any leather seats or upgraded stereo. And for me, that's a plus on a car, is the upgraded radio. I really like to listen to music rather loud. And the Dart had a really nice Alpine stereo in it, 500 something watts. I don't know if that's actually what it had, but it was a good sounding stereo, and it was perfect for me. This has complete junk. It is the worst sounding stereo. It clips at like volume 15. I've never heard, like, you could go find a 90s car that had a better sounding stereo than this car, but obviously that can be fixed. It sucks because I wanted to keep the factory look to the car, but obviously I'm going to have to change a few things to fit. What the hell? Every time I go into this lane, there's a car in the way. I don't know. Life, I guess. But, yeah. So I miss my Dart. They had things that this car doesn't: heated seats, heated steering wheel, nice. I want to say it had a nicer interior than the Focus. Toolbox moving, but this thing has power, and I'm even pushing on it. When it's only got 200 miles on it right now. I've been driving it for a couple days. I don't want to beat the crap out of it right away, but when you lay into it, it pulls, and I've never felt a car like that because I've never owned a car like that. Sure, I've ridden around in Tim's BMW, and that thing is wickedly fast, but he doesn't get traction ever, and that's what I mean. This thing breaks free too, but it's nice having it from my point of view. I'm the one driving it, not sitting in the passenger seat. It obviously feels faster when you're driving. So I wonder what Tim's BMW actually feels like when he's driving it. Right now, I'm actually going to his house. We're supposed to be wrapping the roof of the Beamer. I think he's got like carbon fiber, vinyl inlay, whatever. And this, I'm probably going to just install my HID fog lights because I don't have the headlight bulbs yet. And also debadge the Focus. I'll leave the STs on because obviously it's an ST. You gotta leave that. But the Focus part of it I'm gonna get rid of that. I'm not a big Ford fan. I never really was. So it pains me to say that I'm driving a Ford. But you know, they did something really well. Like this is a great car. I wasn't a Dodge fan either, honestly. I was always a Chevy guy, but that was when they were, older and actually okay. Well, in my point of view, I don't like anything new from Chevy. The Camaro's atrocious. I sat in it, the new 16 Camaro or 17, whatever the fuck year it is. I sat in that thing, tried to look out of the front windshield. It's impossible. How do people drive those cars? I don't know how they drive them. I really don't. This is, comfort, whatever. I do like, Tim does have a 16 Silverado, brand new ones. Those things look really sharp. I like the look of those. The 15s looked horrible. I hated the boxy front end, it was just ugly. And other than like the Camaro and the Corvette and the Chevy SS, it's an expensive car, whatever. It's got power. But like nothing Chevy makes really catches my eye. Like, oh hey, I like the look of that. It's sharp, it's aggressive, I want to buy that. The Cruze? What? Come on, it looks like a fucking regular sedan. Like I don't know. Looks are a key factor. That's why I went for the Dart. So yeah, Dodge makes sharp looking cars, but I never liked Dodge as a car company. Like just Chrysler in general. Like I never would have thought of buying a car from them until the Dart came out. I'm like, that's a sharp looking car. The looks of that car, solely the looks of that car, are what sold me on it. When I first saw that car, I'm like, I gotta own this thing. That is an awesome looking car. Fords, they're getting more aggressive looking. I like the looks of them. This one's still growing on me. It's a hatchback. It's still a Focus. You can still see key hints of Focus in it, but it's got a more aggressive look to it, being an ST. Yeah, so that's basically it. I miss my Dart, but I'm into better things. I'm into more manageable things, more moddable things. We'll be pushing 300 horsepower by summer. No, probably not. Too much money to get there that fast, but next summer or whatever, we'll see what happens. I still gotta practice driving a manual. I'm not, like I said, that great at it. Especially if I was to race, if I was to go do like our Lancaster Speedway 8th mile drags. I don't know how to launch. I don't know any of that stuff, so it's all stuff I gotta work on. Getting more power, getting it to the ground, making sure that it has traction. Those are all things I have to work on and try to make sure I do things right without blowing up the car. This is my daily driver. I don't want to fuck it up, but I want to be able to, what are you doing, you fucking idiot? See, don't drive, ladies and gentlemen. Don't drive on the road because, people suck. They do shit like that. Yeah! Fun day! Alrighty, guys. That's it for me. I'm signing off. Probably take some videos when I get to Tim and we start doing whatever work we're doing today, if we're going to do anything. But, yeah, take it easy.